somewhere so bad. Good morning, welcome to another challenge. This week we're in the Peak District, beautiful, beautiful countryside all around. Sheffield is lurking in the morning haze down there, but if you look the other way, as far as you can see, there's just lovely undulating hills, really, really beautiful countryside. And I'm just having a quick look round to see if there's anything lurking for us, which there doesn't seem to be. So which way should we? There's a bit of a fork in the road here. I've just been told to come to this lane. Is it that way, do you think? Or that way? Public byway. Paul's blocking the other way. Dave's looking completely confused. Should we set off down the road? Do we presume it's something rural?
Certainly looks it, Annie, doesn't it? Very rural.
Perhaps they need the entire Peak District stone-walled. In which case, let's pretend we haven't arrived and just go home. Oh, there's an animal lurking ahead. Oh, is that a Shire horse?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Beautiful. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Anneka. We've got a challenge for you.
Ah! Oh, you really have?
I've been told to give you that wee, Barney.
Thank you very much. Anneka rice in an envelope. Here we go. Complete Nicola Smith's challenge in time for Heeley City Farm's open day at 2 o'clock. Well, who's Nicola Smith? Hang on. Is this relevant in here? Do you know what's going on? You're a man in the know. What's this?
These are for you, Anneka.
Oh, great. I've got a letter and some wellies. Oh, how kind. Thank you. Oh dear, it's going to be a very rural one. I can feel it coming on. Here we go. Heeley City Farm. Dear Anneka, my name is Nicola Smith. I'm 17 years old and been working at Heeley City Farm for over 10 years. Deeply concerned about the structure of the animals' stables, especially of that of the horse and donkey, which is very unsafe. Pigs haven't a proper building, only an old shelter in the field. Ducks and geese need a pond. We also need some new animals. I think we've got one there.
Wait. Walk on.
Oh no, don't walk on. You've got my welly boot.
Sorry.
Basically, like to see the animals housed in better conditions. Farms found it difficult to raise the money. Can you help us? A dream would come true for us if you could, from all the people in the community. Oh, how lovely. It's Heeley City Farm. So, complete Nicola Smith's challenge in time for Heeley City Farm's open day at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Yes, you'll need your wellies. Right. Now, who are you then?
I'm Jack.
Jack, do you know where this farm is?
Yes, it's in the middle of the city.
Were you meant to come with you or what?
You can if you want, yes.
Jack?
Yes, Anneka.
It's lovely up here, but we seem to have been going for quite some time.
Yeah.
How much further is it?
It's about another 7 miles over that way.
Right, how long do you think that will take?
Oh, I think it'll take us about 2 hours.
I think we're going to have to rely on something a bit more modern to get us there.
Okay, I'll just pull up here
Nothing personal.
then. All right. Wee Barney.
Come on, let's go. Right, Richards Road, Sheffield. That's all I've got. So head for the centre of Sheffield and ask. Does sound desperate reading the letter through again. I didn't really notice this line before. We have only one support pole to keep the roof from collapsing through freezing snow, rain, gale force winds. And that's the roof of the horse and the donkey area. Sounds a bit lethal, doesn't it? we go, Heeley City Farm. Right, so we need to go and find Nicholas Smith. Hi.
Hello, I'm Sue McNulty. I'm one of farm managers.
Oh, hi.
So you've got
We've got
letter.
it. Is she
Yeah,
here?
she is. Yeah, do you want to go and find her?
So you're based in this small area
This,
here?
2 fields there, 2 fields there, a bit at
Right.
the bottom.
Hello. Now, who are all these
Nicky!
people? These visitors?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, these are usual farm people and
Good
kids that are around.
smells.
This is
Hi.
Nicola. Hello, thank you, Paul.
Hello. Who's this? This is Nicola.
Nicholas, yeah.
Nicola, we've arrived.
This is, the
This
woman
is
with
your
the
letter. Thank you very much indeed. So tell me, what's the problem? Oh, look. Tom?
Talent.
Talent. Hello, Talent. Oh, wonderful. And it must be lovely, actually, because people coming to see the animals here presumably don't have much contact with farm animals.
No, not really, not around this area. This is only
Well, we've
city
got
farms here,
Yeah.
isn't it?
5 minutes from city centre, so, you know, people will come here.
So you must really feel that sort of amazement and joy on a child's face
That's
when they
right,
see
yeah.
a goat for the first time. Talk me through it. Only one support pole to keep the roof from collapsing.
That's in Orse's
Yeah.
yard, yeah, there's this that's just, well, you can see, needs redoing. We need a new roof, it needs ripping out.
Yeah?
We need a pond for our ducks because they haven't got a pond. We need a new pig house. Do you want me to show you?
Yes, if you show us the scale.
This, you can see, it's utter shambles.
Right.
It's really bad drainage. There's no electricity, no hot water.
This is a pig field, is it?
Yeah, all this area here, these, from
Oh,
that fence to that. Peggy! Gregory! Come on! Come on! Peggy's gonna give birth any minute.
Gosh, she looks as if
She was due yesterday, and she could go any
Peggy,
time. And they need some accommodation because Peggy, when any sows give birth, we have to bring them inside.
And that is a point. If we start work, what will we do with all the animals meanwhile?
Well, what you'll need to do is get a marquee like they'd have at an agricultural show.
And just temporarily house them
Temporarily
there.
house them, and we could move these for pigs. We could move these across
Right.
to a top field.
So they
over there.
need proper drainage.
proper
then,
drainage. They
and
need a
proper
nice
shelter.
house with electricity
Peggy,
and
you need a
water.
nice house, don't you, if you're going to have babies?
You've met Barney this morning, haven't you? The horse.
Oh, the horse.
Well,
Jack's.
that's
Is that Jack's horse?
No, it belongs to the farm.
Oh, right.
And that's Sam. This is his mate, his pal.
Hello, Sam.
This is what needs doing. You can see it floors terrible. They're getting stones stuck in the roofs. If we have
Yes.
a bad gale or a lot of snow, this
Yes.
roof's going to fall in. I mean, it's rotten all the way around. It's really bad.
Right.
And it's drafty for him
It's
as well.
freezing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what would we need to do? Completely resurface it?
Yeah. We'd
Put walls
You
up?
need to put walls up, get rid of this roof, let them have some sort of nice stable.
Hang on a second. Ducks and geese need a pond, she casually says in the letter.
Yeah.
What, a whole pond built from scratch?
See, they've only got these, haven't they? These little bits just to get in and waddle. I mean, they've been filled up fresh this morning, but as soon as it's
that's
filled
their
up,
pond at the moment.
they just get in, and then it gets filthy, they get all straw in it, and that's it then for the day.
It's
So-
not much of a pond, is it?
No.
You know,
It's
as far as
sad.
ponds go, Nicola, I've seen better. I've definitely seen better ponds than that.
Our thoughts were that we could have a pond there, in that area, which is herb garden now.
Yes.
And we could still have planting around it if we fence the pond off. Obviously, we'd have to fence it off for safety because of kids and stuff.
Is that all? Sorry,
Well,
I mean,
there's animal housing and dairy.
Oh, animal house in dairy.
This is dairy, where what we've got of the dairy,
Right.
which is where goats are milked. And we could sell our milk, you see, we could make money from selling milk and cheese and things like that
Yes.
if we had a good dairy, but this dairy just wouldn't come
So
up
you
to...
want a dairy?
We've got a builder on site at the moment, actually, which is very good.
Perhaps I want to go
Yeah, I'll
pick his
show you
brain.
because we've got funding for a cafe.
Right, Sue, so tell me if I've got this hugely wrong. There seem to be three main areas. There's the pig house,
Yeah.
there's this central stabling block where you want the dairy,
Yeah.
and there's the pond.
That's right,
So
yeah.
there's three main projects.
Three main things.
And 3 days to do it in.
Yep.
Gordon! Your country needs you. Here you're building a cafe.
That's right, yeah.
What is this deadline on Saturday then, 2 o'clock? What's happening then?
We've got an open day on Saturday.
Oh,
It
right.
starts at 2 o'clock. It's a spring celebration, just young animals and things like that. So it'd be really nice.
So we need a new farm and the piglets
Yeah.
by Saturday.
That's right.
Crikey.
So this, well, you know the problems of the farm. If
Yes,
you've worked
I
here
do, yeah,
before.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
quite a
It's,
sizable project, actually, isn't it?
It is. It's a hell of a project. And
Because
3 days.
I know.
Yeah.
Presumably, you must know most of the trade around this area.
Yeah. You want a large company so that they can put the labour on, and then we'll have to look into the individual companies to supply the bits and pieces as we go along. I should think you're looking at a company like Balfour Beatty or.
Who made our road?
Made it,
They're not going to want to. You see, the trouble is you've done a few challenges so far. We don't like to go back more than one.
Yeah, well, right, yeah, I can understand that, yeah. Moreland, Langs, they're all large companies.
Yes.
Good morning, John Lang.
I just wondered if there was any way Langs could help us at all.
Hello,
Hello, who's that?
Steve Kelshaw.
Steve, it's Anneka Rice here from the Challenge programme.
Morning.
Steve, I've got such a challenge for you guys.
For us guys.
I'm just going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
As we're not far from you, could we come to see you?
If you look for a large blue truck,
Okay.
we'll be near it.
Hello.
Hello. We're doing a challenge in Sheffield at the moment. We've actually got to move all these animals into a marquee. Oh, do you know where else I could try?
Good morning, Method.
Would you mind goats being in your marquee and
No, not
chickens
at all.
and ducks
Not
and
at all.
perhaps the
Not
odd
at all.
pig?
This is not a wind-up, is it?
No, I don't think so, unless I've been had as well. You think you can help us?
Yeah.
I can put a big ticket by marquee.
You can.
Fantastic.
Down.
Oh, hi there. Can I talk to someone about aggregate and pea gravel?
No problem.
You're local, are you? So you know where we are?
Our offices are barely a mile to 2 mile away from you.
Oh, waving across the crowded
That's
streets
correct.
of
Across
Sheffield.
the city, we could stand on the rooftop and wave at you.
Do you know anything about moving pigs?
Pigs?
Yeah.
No.
It's a shame, Mike, is all I can say. What we've got to do now is move those pigs because in a few hours' time, this whole area is going to be a complete building site. So, Dave, on with the wellies.
Okay.
Martin, that's pathetic. It's like being with children. Yeah, I've got a bottle.
Especially when the Duke.
Well done. So they're really quite frisky.
Yeah, because she's near to Farah, they get a little bit more aggressive as well.
Sweet. Ah, these are chaps. Are you our chaps?
Morning, Steve Kelshaw.
You're Steve. I just spoke to you on the phone. No,
Oh, yeah.
you met Gordon already.
Been a
then.
real book's
Hello. This is Gordon's work of art here.
Just
Complete
met Gordon.
work of art. I didn't realise they were so detailed.
What exactly to do then, Gordon? Well, yeah. Well, that's the new pig housing.
Piece of cake.
Yeah. What you wanted to get the labour?
The labour, the plant. You know, have you got the machinery here?
The
or-
plant, we could probably organise some plant, but we don't carry excavators.
Gentlemen, can I leave you to have a look
Sure,
round
but-
and shout? You know, we've got
We'll shout,
phones.
yeah.
We will start hitting those phones and
Okay.
book you in any way we can.
Good afternoon, John Whiting Company.
Oh, hello. Could I talk to someone about JCBs and spoil lorries?
The more you inspect it, the more you find out it's added.
I'm at a farm. It's Anneka Rice here.
What, the Anneka, right?
It is.
This is the dairy milking room.
So we need all the equipment as soon as possible, really, to start today.
steel column here, steel beam right the way across.
Hello?
Hello. I wonder if you can help us. We need a large amount of rapid hardening concrete.
How rapid?
Very rapid.
Is it like
The only steel I can think of is a Posiment PQX.
PQX, Dave?
that at any time?
Each Mars skip services.
It's Anneka Rice here from the Challenge programme.
And I'm Tipperary Tim.
These existing pig housings have got to be moved out of the way.
What can I do for you?
Yes, I'm at the Heeley City
Is this?
Farm. Is this what?
You where?
At the Heeley City Farm. Do you know it? In Sheffield.
I know of a Heeley City Farm in Sheffield.
Where,
Yes.
where are you?
I'm in Sheffield.
This is like some sort of terrible comedy script, this. Have you got any skips that you'd have free over the next 2 or 3 days? I think we've got the skips, I'm not sure, frankly. This is now our 4th series of Challenge, and over the last 3 years, well, frankly, we feel we've suffered. The reason for our grief? The buggy. It breaks down 2 or 3 times a programme, it's cold, it's rattly, and eventually enough was enough. And I'm sorry to say, the buggy is no more. Instead, let me introduce you to Super Buggy. Sheep hurdles, and we can use those as pens in the marquees to keep all the animals separate while the major construction's going on. It's also a nice excuse to try out the buggy. Needed a calf. We needed a cow soon. Oh,
Not one as big as this though.
Oh, gorgeous. Look at them. Hello. Is this Peter?
Oh, are you?
Nice to
Hey,
see you.
pleased to meet you.
Very good to see
hello.
you. Sue's
Yes,
brought us
hello.
over. I don't know whether you heard, we're doing the challenge up at the city farm. And we needed some sheep hurdles to pen off the animals.
How many do you want?
If you've got 20 to 30 would be
Yeah, we're
brill.
about finished lamb. We're just lambing now again.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
about-
right in the middle of it now.
Oh, we're lambing now, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, not, oh.
Yeah, that's one's just been born up there, you see.
Oh, yes.
That's only
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's a young one, you see. You can go in if you want, get in. Get in, you're all right, you're young enough. Sorry. Yeah, look, there you are. That'll be nice, eh?
I've never ever done that. I've always wanted
Well,
to
that's
hold
why-
a baby lamb.
All right, hey.
Is she, darling? Is she? Oh, anyway, back to the plot.
Yeah, that's okay.
Can we have your sheep? Yes, just. So perfect, Sue.
Good afternoon, R&T Concrete Products. Can I help you?
I'm after some of your hollow blocks.
It is a bit short notice. Can you tell me exactly what you're looking for?
Is it something you might be able to help us with?
I think we can certainly help you out.
Really? Well, back at the site, things are now getting underway, and Langs have drawn up a huge shopping list of materials we need. Now, this is a steel fabricators we're coming to because we need some steel roof and steel gates. And there's also another huge list. We desperately need to find a wood yard, but steel first. Hi! Hello, how are you?
Not too bad, no.
You're working late.
Well, let's do it. We've got to work up here.
Who could I talk to about some things I need? Hello there. Proposed pigsty. And then you're about to save our life. I can just feel it. I can just sense it.
What have I got volunteered for now?
Yeah, good old that. There we go, Arnold Labour. Hiya. I come to the right place, we're after some wood. So we need 17 at 7.
Right,
God.
17 at 7.150, yeah, that's
do
all right,
this?
metric, yeah, and 4 at 4.15. Yeah?
Martin, you're being deeply.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about this. 2 people walking around.
That's
you
all right.
They're trying a
Yeah.
new shot because people write
This
and
is
they
the
complain
infamous
about.
Keith, is it?
No, that's the wrong programme.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
I'm off the shoot. I'm going.
Which one's this? Graham, is this?
Keith flies a helicopter, Graham.
Oh, John's Graham.
Okay.
Martin, come back. No, say, Martin, Dave. Just pop round here to see the pond site. We found an old sort of gardening magazine of Sue's, and on the back was an advertisement for a company called the Very Interesting Rock Company or something like that. So we gave them a ring and here they are. What is your company called? I know it's really stupid.
They're very interesting.
They're very interesting. This is the area.
There's quite a big difference in level between
Right.
there
Yeah, sure.
and there,
Yeah.
and in that direction too. So you'd have to take all of this off.
Sue, are you regretting this?
No, I'm just a bit like...
I know we'll all be around all night, and there'll be people working here all through the night.
Yeah.
But will there be anyone specifically looking over Peggy to make sure she's
No,
all right?
we'll stay.
Yeah.
There'll be 3 of us staying all
So
night.
you'll check her every hour?
Yeah, we're going to stay at Marquee with other animals and just keep coming out and checking up that she's all right.
I mean, this is perfect for them, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's lovely.
So where are you going to be when you said you're literally
Somewhere
gonna...
down.
Would you
Whenever
sleep
there's
in
a
here?
gap. Yeah, we'll sleep in here.
It's so sweet because Barney and Sam here are actually inseparable. They can't bear to spend a night or a day apart. So what we're doing now is we're taking them down to the pub just round the corner where they'll spend the next few days while their new home is being prepared for them. These premises inherited the manorial rights of being a pound house. The landlord was known as the Pinder, and he had the right to round up and hold any stray animals, horses, cows, sheep, until their owners collected them. The stables are still used to this day. We've got a donkey and a horse. Can we leave them in your garden tonight?
yes.
Is that all right?
That's quite all
Board
right.
and lodging until further notice.
Oh, yes.
Terrific.
Whatever you like.
Thank you very much. Mine will be a gin and tonic. Thank you very much. There you go, Sam. The landscape has changed dramatically in the last 12 hours. The city farm as we knew it, well, most of it, a lot of it has been razed to the ground completely. Rebuilding work has started now. It'll carry on through the night. It'll be a long, long and very busy night for everyone, and that does include young Peggy here. Peggy, as you know, she's very pregnant. Fingers crossed, tonight could be the night. morning.
Morning, how are you?
How did it go through the
It was
night?
good, yeah. The bricklayers started about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. They've worked right the way through. Bit of a problem round there with the stable. So in the back there, we're running about 5 or 6 hours behind.
Barney and Sam's stable, remember? This is what it looks like now. Progress has been made. They've done a lot overnight, but unfortunately not quite as much as they'd hoped. They're having a lot of trouble actually excavating the ground, so the concrete hasn't gone down yet, and they haven't been able to start on the block work. When we read Nicola's original letter with the challenge in it, she mentioned that you needed more animals on the farm, but looking around, I mean, for example, you've already got loads and loads of goats. Do you actually need any more?
We need another alpine because Talent's getting old now, and she's.
You mean the one eating
That one, yeah, that black and white one
nether
there.
regions, right?
And she's not going to probably kid anymore.
So that's an alpine goat.
Yeah, British alpine.
What else?
We dearly love a Shetland cow. We've always had a cow up until this last year, and it's not a farm without a cow.
And you talked about the pony.
I mean, Nicola, she's just horse mad, and she's for years and years, all she's ever said to us is, "Can we have a pony? Please, can we have a pony?" You know, and we've not been able to afford it because they're expensive. A good, well-schooled, reliable pony's expensive, and we couldn't afford it.
So it would be the cherry on top of the cake if we could produce a pony.
Yeah,
what a pressure! What a pressure!
It'd be brilliant.
And ducks you mentioned before.
Yeah, ornamental coal ducks. They're small. They look really good on ponds, and they're really sweet. We had a pair called Pee-wee and Fee-wee, so we'd love a pair to replace them.
Right, this is Marley and Marley Waterproofing, who've supplied all the roofing materials that we need. Hi there! Did you have a good journey? It's total chaos down there. I'm ringing up for some PVC wall covering for the dairy now, which is sort of washable. If we ever get a dairy, and if anyone ever answers. I've got stacks and stacks of phone calls to make, and because it's so early in the morning, a lot of companies haven't even started. So let's keep trying. Could I talk to someone about possibly supplying some drainage materials for one of our challenges? Oh, hello. I just wondered if there's any way you could help us out with some paving stones.
I think we might be able to manage that for you.
You don't know how many yet, do you?
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Now, do you specialise in PVC wall coverings? Done? Paint.
RJ Stowe.
Paint people?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. We're doing up a city farm in Sheffield.
Good morning.
And we wondered if your company could possibly help us out. We're desperately in need of some painters and spray equipment. Right, well that was quite a successful blitz. There's an awful lot still to get. We've got to think about all the kitting out of the dairy. That's everything from fridges to milking stools. And that's also not forgetting all the animals we've got to try and get hold of. We've managed to get some liner for the pond from Stevens Plastics, the wire mesh, which is to go on all the fencing from Tinsley Wire. There's glazing for the window from VT Plastics, quarry tiles from South Yorkshire Tile Company, and we've got to also approach the electricity and the water companies because obviously all the buildings need to be connected up to the services. So there's an awful lot still to do, but an awful lot's been done so far. I think, you know, it's that time of day, Martin. Super buggy. The farm buildings are beginning to take shape, well-ish, on the outside at least. What we've got to start thinking about now is what to fill them up with. So we're on the scram. Yeah, this says the farmer's supermarket. Let's try this. Here we saw a body, didn't we? Oh, this looks very agricultural. Hi. Hello. I was just wondering, is there anyone I could talk to about possibly getting some farm equipment?
Well, I'm sorry, but what's this deal? We don't want that gear in here.
Okay, we'll go. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. Do we dare try again, do you think?
Yeah, I think this is a nice place, I think.
I mean, we only want some advice. I've lost confidence. I'm having a bit of a panic attack. What we're after, for example, is a pony that they can have at the farm for children to ride and adults, so about £14 or 14.2 or something like that.
Yeah. Hello, Derek. It's Tim here.
Yeah.
Anneka is hoping to get a pony onto the city farm at Sheffield, and obviously they're looking for one which is pretty bomb-proof for children. Would you have a word with Anneka?
Yeah, can do.
Okay,
Yeah.
just get her to put her on.
Yeah.
Who's it?
It's Derek.
Derek,
Yes.
how kind of you to even take this call.
It's all right, Anneka. How big do you want it?
About 14.2.
Whereabouts are you? In Sheffield?
We're in Ticknall, are we?
In Tickhill.
Tickhills, rather.
God help them.
Oh, no, don't be so mean.
Yeah, the drive's all right.
You what?
Yeah, the drives it puts in the carriage for driving
Oh, right.
or ride it,
Oh, I see.
and it's pretty quiet, I think. So if you ring Alan,
Yeah,
Alan
but
Pearson.
he wouldn't want to give it away, would he?
Oh no.
No, we're looking for someone who might have
sorry.
one they don't want. Well, don't worry, it's just a shot in the dark. Just zooming down the motorway, and I think we saw a riding stable, so we've sort of doubled back on ourselves to have a look. Oh, here. Okay, Dave? Bit sort of locked. Hi. Sorry to bother you. Do you know how you get? Is that a riding stable? Do you know how you get in? Is that the entrance?
Not easily.
Right. Well, the verdict on the day so far has been mildly exasperating. We seem to have got lost a lot and people not been in a lot, and nothing very concrete has been achieved. We're off now to another riding stable because we're still after that elusive pony. And I think it's down here somewhere. Oh, look, Mark, this is it. The riding stable. Hello. Hello. Sorry to intrude.
What are you doing here?
You might well ask.
Can you come in?
Can I? Do you mind?
Not in the least.
You are
What did
kind.
you leave what we've got here?
Hello. What's going on in here? Is this sort of committee meeting?
No, it's a course that we run every Thursday evening for people who are training to become riding instructors.
Oh, brilliant. Now, I wonder if you can help us. Have you heard of the Heeley City Farm?
Yes.
What they desperately need is a pony there, full-time pony.
Uh-huh.
About a 14.2 size, well-schooled, friendly, because, you know, obviously it's lots of different kids going in and out.
That's
and
right, yes.
wanting a ride. And we're just desperate. We cannot find anywhere that can help us with the pony.
Well, I can't personally help you because I'm not the proprietor and she's
Right.
not here at the moment. And a 14.2 well-schooled pony is what we all want.
Is it? Is that like gold dust in the horsey world?
Yes.
Right.
When you first said it, I was thinking, oh, we have got one. And she's hoping to rehome her, but she is very old. I mean, she's in her late 20s and she was more of a retirement.
Right.
She's over there in the field.
Oh.
See that coloured one? I mean, she's a
What
super old
size is
mare.
she?
She'd be a good 14.2, probably a bit more.
And what's her name?
Valentine.
Valentine.
Caroline, it's Karen.
Hello.
You'll never believe when I tell you I'm sitting next to outside your mum's house, but it's Anneka Rice is here.
She's what?
Yeah, she is. You know the Heeley City Farm? They're in search of a quiet 14.2 pony that would be suitable to give the young, you know, the children rides. I can't think of anything really, because as I say, like such as Valentine who's ready to retire, she's not really fit to do anything. She wouldn't be safe, would she,
Well,
Caroline?
I haven't anything on
No.
my phone, Sarah.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, I'll see
Bye. Valentine is the only one she has got, and
Okay,
as I say, it's not
it's
really
terribly
fair
kind.
to her or to the children
No.
because she is that little bit unsafe now with this bit of arthritis in her joint. She does tend to trip up, etc.
Dave's like that.
Shall I?
He's desperate. Martin, look, woolens for signs. That's what we need. I'd have thought it was further back. I've got a horrid feeling. Oh gosh, this has all gone horribly wrong. Excuse me. Do you know where there's somewhere that says woolens for signs?
Yes, yes.
Oh. Is it? And is it? Oh, look! Eureka! Well done, thank you. Is it open? Is it a sign?
No, they've just gone home.
You're joking. What do you mean?
5 o'clock.
We tried. Now, conveniently at the bottom of the hill from the farm, there's a big shop that has just what we're looking for the dairy. Hello! You've been had, is it? It's happened. Can't get out of it now. I think this pair would suit us ideally. Look. Do you think?
Brilliant. Are you wanting to take these now or what?
We need them for tomorrow, to be plumbed in for tomorrow.
Right.
Or possibly, tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? No, or Saturday morning would be fine.
That's not a problem. Right, what about payment?
I beg your pardon?
What about payment of it?
Oh, Dave, empty your pockets.
We've got to look at that first of all.
Right.
We can't sort of do anything tomorrow till we get authorisation from head office.
Fingers crossed. The houses near to the farm have had a pretty noisy time of it over the last few hours. They've had a sleepless night, probably last night. I think I better go and apologise in advance for tonight. Hello. Hello. How are you? Fine, thank you. This body comes out of this dark passage. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I was just ringing up to say, hope the drill doesn't
It's
disturb
fine.
you too much.
It's not disturbed us at all.
Are you sure?
Good.
Have you seen the little piggies?
Yeah.
Little baby pigs?
Yeah.
There's some more about to be born. So you'll have to go and have a look. Maybe tomorrow or the next day there might be some really weeny little black pigs.
Yeah. Oh, this is Curly the sheep. It's like Curly the sheep, isn't it?
Dave, you should have put the eyes on. Look, you stroke it. There you go. Stroke it and it'll go bar, bar. Go on, Dave.
Wow.
He's game. You have to say he's game. For anything, that's the trouble.
Not a very good barber.
No, it was pathetic. Rob.
When we first moved in here, there was just houses across and they knocked all them down and it's a lot nicer now.
Yeah.
Waking up to cocks crowing in the morning.
I know.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hello.
What do you want, dear?
Well, not a lot really. I was just want.
Just come up the yard then.
Sorry.
Yes, come up the yard.
How are you?
All right, dear. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
I've been trying to look fine. You're all day, 2 days, but
Oh.
I haven't been able to come across. You aren't coming, will you?
Well, shall we
Yeah.
pop in? Yeah, we'll
Yes.
pop in and say hello. Oh, that's only Martin and Dave. You know them.
Oh no, I'm awful. I don't
Oh,
like
don't be silly.
pictures.
No, all right, we'll all look this
Talk to
way.
my husband. He's always on there.
I've been in the farm every day.
He's always on.
Oh, give the animals tasty bits.
They know it.
I'm an old reader. That's one thing I'm 80. I think I'm one of the oldest year residents. I was born in Alexandra Road, where the farm was put up, and it's one of the finest things that's ever been put up in Heeley. That's our opinion.
Yeah. We see we love animals.
It puts an environment round a city that we'd have to go right out in the home to see such as animals. We see these animals every morning when they're out in the field. That's what it brings. It brings a touch of farmland to the city.
They know him, you see. He's only got to get a thing and
I'll tell you what's nice is that you imagine city farms are for children.
Yes,
And it's nice to find
Oh,
people
they
of
are,
all
but we
ages.
love them.
Children from all over, not
Yeah.
just round here. They come in.
You want to
coaches.
see rabbits, even rabbits.
Now, who's the piano player?
I play the piano.
Come on, Sid, give us a quick cheer us up. It's been a very long day.